Okay, so let's see if we're back. Um, let's see. So I'll explain in a second. Let's refresh here. See if we're better. Hopefully better. Hopefully the system. Still having. Still sounds like we're having issues with the sound. Still sounds like we're having issues with the sound. So give me a couple minutes here. I gotta fix make some adjustments here. Um, Let me see here. Is this okay? So check here. Is that is that going to be? You would think that all of the things. I apologize. Okay, so check here. Is that going to be? How about now? Check that. Check, 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 check. I'm just trying to get each one of these. I think that all of the things. I apologize. Okay, let me. Check, check, check. Let's check this. Let's check this out. I don't know why these have to have all these different things in here, but that's why I'm doing this right now. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. So for some reason, two actual. That's why I'm doing this right now. I'm just gonna just make sure that this is right. Check, check, check. Okay. So for some reason, two. All right, so we've got it going now. Okay. So I will go ahead and get started. I am back. All right. So got a couple of things to talk about in this particular stream. Thank you for joining me, first of all. This is a completely brand new situation, brand new set, I guess you would say. And it's a brand new, whole brand new. So we've got that's the reason why this was a little bit bothersome, because all of the information that was on the other situation setup was supposed to transfer over to this one, and then I was supposed to build from that because it's supposed to all be in the cloud. However, it didn't happen that way. So I just got it all taken care of. So we should be good to go now. Okay. Now, couple things. The reason for the brand new set and the brand new all except for the back of me, it's all the same, but brand new set is I have a new computer, I have new monitors, everything is all set up now for me to produce better content and a better solution for the reviews, the recommendations, the reminiscing, all of the things that A Fro to Go reviews will be doing. So I'm excited about this because this is exactly the environment that I was hoping to get to with the program. I am going to call these now shows in a way because I do consider them mini shows. I am going to produce them in a way that is similar to not a news show, but a show that has gaming, obviously, as well as the other parts, which are the kind of the reviews of music, movies, and video games, and foods and things that I experience, and then also talks about life and things that are going on in the world. So it's going to be more of a multifaceted each time. It's not going to just be one specific thing, because I just don't think that I can focus myself on just one specific review each time. So this is not a review show today. Today's show will be just basically baseball stars and talking about the second shot and the experience that I've had. And hopefully some of you have had the opportunity to see the video that I shot yesterday right after getting the second shot and having some fun with it. And it was a lot of fun to do. We'll just put it that way. It was a lot of fun because when I was coming home from getting it, I was thinking to myself, what is it that I can do that will make a statement, That's all. I just wanted to make a statement. That's about it. So what I wanted to talk about, and also what I wanted to mention is how this all came about with getting new equipment. What came about after getting the new equipment? We have all of my files were on the other computer, and I still have that other computer. However, one of the things that happened is the save file for the Baseball Stars game that I had started. It cannot I don't have the ability to transfer it over. So I tried a couple times to do it, and it just won't work. So it is what it is. I had to start the team over, but it did give me some opportunities to do some things. I'll show you what those things are right here. our team is still the Giants, but the only differences is this team. I had to make a new team, and this team has a Clark on it right now, which I will be changing in the near future to a. Obviously, these players will get upgraded as the season progresses. Buster Posey, obviously, he's got very low on batting and hitting, but there's 13 spots there available to add to his hitting and batting. I may even, in the future change him out to another person. 85 is good, though. McCovey is on here. Bonds is on here. As you can see, Luck and Prestige. I didn't make it that way, but I figured he would probably be the best. He would be 15s across the board in the hitting, running, defense, and all that kind of stuff. But Prestige, he would be low because a lot of people don't like him. So I figured that was funny. So I'm going to go with this team. This is going to be the team that we're going to build from now. I did add a couple other teams to the mix, which we will in the future add their own. We will be adding other players and stuff. And I've already set up the league, and I've also done all of the legwork to get the teams all set up with all of the games. So we're going to go ahead now and go into, as you can see, the American Dreams. Or I'll give you the background on what happened here. The Dreams are 28-0. The World Powers are 18-10. We're in the middle with 0. The Ghastly Monsters are 12-16. The Lovely Ladies 6-22, and the SNK Crushers also 6-22, which means that if everything goes according to plan, and I would assume that it will, I don't foresee us losing a game in this league. Then the SNK Crushers and the Lovely Ladies both will be tied for last place. That doesn't happen too often in this game when you do a random like that, a simulated games. It doesn't usually happen that two teams are tied, but they're 6-22. They're probably both going to lose each one of their 7 games with me. I would assume. So they're going to be 6-29 both. The Ghastly Monsters, hopefully the same thing. I don't foresee any losses there. And so that will also be a 12-23. And then the Powers will be 18-17, so they'll just be above 500, the World Powers. And then let's see what we could do with the American Dreams. So this particular stream is for a couple reasons. I just wanted to present the new. We're probably going to go until 9 at the latest because I do have. There's a possibility I might have to go for run an errand, so I may be out of here in the next about an hour or half hour, I should say. But I did want to go through the averages here. Babe's the top. Willie, you got all the typicals, the American Dreams. Hank's basically right there and is almost a Triple Crown winner. And you got runs batted in. Hank's there again. Willie, Lefty, Joe, Jay. It's almost all American Dreams right now. Cy and Sandy both at 1.14 and 1.17. Great ERAs. Sandy and Cy both have won all of their starts. So they've won 28 games. Each team, each starter has won 14. So that's a pretty good record for those two. And then you've got your save leaders, Jekyll. Not too many saves in this game. All right, so I will get started on this. We are going to start by playing the World Powers, and let's try and get this knocked out really fast. Try and get as many games in half an hour. That's what we'll do right now. I'm not going to play any games. If I can get the games done, that's what I'm going to do. Whoa. So while playing this game tonight, there's a base hit to left. I did want to talk about the second shot. So hopefully, as I said before, you had the opportunity to see the video that I made. which was basically a tongue-in-cheek video to show that, you know, for, against, oh man, I didn't have him going. I might make it anyway. Nope. For, against vaccinations, for or against closing schools, for or against shutting down bars and all the things that we've seen that have changed over the last few years, or over the last year. I forgot Posey shouldn't be hitting where he's at. All of these things don't really matter to anybody outside of your bubble. Now, your bubble can expand. You can definitely... Oh, he got through. You could definitely make your bubble larger and make it to where your bubble is, a group of individuals who all trust each other. And if that was the case, then, make your bubble larger and larger and larger, and then you'll have more and more people who you could vouch for and who you can trust. And, everybody has some little mini tiny bit of biasness inside. And the downside of biases is that you can be very jaded, you can be very cold in certain cases because your particular agenda is not taken care of, let's say. And so when you're... There we go. Good start here, 6-0. We could get it done quick. I'll have the oh yes, okay, just made it in there. I could have Bumgarner pitch just one inning. That would be great. I could have him throw 2 games in a row. See, there's things to this game. I mean, there's strategies to everything. So those biases, which may be from you working for a company that is deals in something that you need. Oh, that's gone. 9-0. Then obviously you're going to have a biasness toward whatever it is that's going to help your business or help you. So it's really hard in a lot of cases in this world because everything's interconnected with each other as far as communication with others and all the other things that go on. So it's just one of those things that, ooh, man, that was bad. I don't know what's going on. It's not, the up button isn't as, and I'm going to leave one on the table? Maybe not. If that falls, no, it's not going to fall. 9 runs. Man, what a bummer. Okay, I'll just have to quickly get through this inning. And I don't know this team yet. Oh, my gosh, what an awful throw. I don't know this team really well yet as far as their defense. Remember, this is a new team. So I'm trying to figure these guys out. This is brand new. Come on, Willie. Okay, 2 outs. So let's see if I get Solly here. Good. Got to get that one run in the next inning and then move on with life. I'm gonna try and get it done here. 9 runs in the first. It's yeah, Matt. It's softball style here right now. Softball style. Ooh, he turned on it. I don't know. I think that might curl. Oh, I should have been going. See, I'm better than that. I actually have played this game enough to where I should know that was a not a catchable ball and it was going to be hard for anything to happen. But let Bonds hit the 3-run jack instead. Okay, yeah. 12-0. Okay, so we're looking good. We'll get this done. I'm not going to pile on too much. I mean, there's no outs here, I don't think. So, I'm not going to just make an out here. I could bat around, probably a couple times, but see, that was legit out. That was legit out. So I'm not gonna be complaining about that. And if Bumgarner gets out here, he's, obviously you want Bumgarner to hit home runs, but he does hit right-handed in real life. So, he has a hole in his swing, that's for sure. All right, so let's get to what I wanted to talk about. Ooh, good pitch. That was a legit strikeout right there. I like that. I like when there's challenges. So the brand new setup. Oh, Mays. That's okay. I'm not upset about that. I mean, Willie, you want him to get score every time. You want him to get a hit every time. Ooh. Oh, man, that ball was crushed. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today is the second shot. And yes. And kind of the entire kind of, oh, man, he got a bleeder. Go behind him. Oh, he knew. He knew. I should have ran at him. I would have had him. But that's okay. We'll get Caesar out and end this thing. See, there's a hole in his swing. We'll go outside and finish this up. Okay, so second shot. First of all, I am thankful that I got the first shot and the second shot, obviously, the subsequent second shot, due to my status as a educator. I was able to sign up for the first shot, and it was a very easy experience, to be honest with you. There was not a lot of headaches. The app, or it was a email and then a little form you fill out, and then basically got through it pretty quickly. Overall, pretty quick experience as far as going to the place. They had everybody pretty well separated, and I mean, you're supposed to be not sick in any way, technically, when you go anyway. But everybody was, everything that they did as far as keeping people, I don't want to say herded, but going in the proper places and things like that was well done. I did ours in Placer County. First shot, didn't feel anything, and I'm talking about when I talk about nothing, I talk about the needle going into the arm, which I'm not a fan of at all. Like, I'm very, very against needles. I'm very against any kind of, anything entering my skin. And very, very apprehensive of going and getting blood taken and all that other kind of stuff. But obviously, this is for several reasons. Number one, to do my part in what I believe is the right way to get us moving forward, and also to make sure that as an educator, that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. Is as an educator, it's to give peace of mind to your students and to the faculty and to those around you, and in an environment like that, where you're trusting the parents, you're trusting the students, you're trusting each one of the teachers, you're trusting entire families. I thought I was going to get by him. You're trusting. You can't guarantee, so it's really impossible to. Ooh, is that off the wall? No, he was playing me there. Playing me on the left field wall. Okay. This will be a decent game. It's not going to be a rout, but we'll see what we do in the second inning. So I believe in my late dive. I believe that I'm doing my part, and for those that believe a different way, I respect your opinions on things. I'm not offering that my opinions are better than yours. I'm not saying any of that. I am simply stating that in my world, oh, he's trying to take off and he's gone. Psh. In my world, I feel as though that is the right decision. With my evidence gathering, my fact finding, my asking of friends, family, me then collecting all that information and then making a decision. This is what I decide. Okay. And hopefully, that is exactly what, the other people that I'm, having interactions with also feel the same way. They just, naturally feel that way. Because to me, again, I'm not dispensing of anybody's intelligence. I'm not saying you're anything like that. Oh, get out of here. But I am saying that to me, it's kind of a no-brainer that you just go get something like this done. Now, there may be conspiracy. I spent years trying to chase the Tupac Biggie murders. I spent years going down rabbit holes, bunny trails, whatever you want to call it, trying to figure out if there's some other entity out there that's trying to harm me. I haven't found them. I don't think I am at all popular or a big enough of a person for that to ever matter. If I become that person someday and I'm important enough for the Rothschilds or whatever, any of those people to touch me in any way, then I guess that I have it coming at that point, because when you try to take money, that's obviously when the people with money don't like you anymore. So I'm not trying to take anybody's money, so there shouldn't be any problems. Rothschild, whatever you want, whatever those people. The Koch brothers, I don't care. You guys keep the money. I run a nonprofit. I'm not asking for donations on this channel. I'm not asking for any cash. I'm not asking for any of that. I'm just asking for you to listen to me, give you ideas about what you might or might not want, whether it's a donut or a teriyaki bowl or a joke or a website that's cool. That's one of the things that I'm asked about all the time by some of my friends is what websites do you go to now? And I got 9 again. Dang it. What websites do you go to? What series are you watching? These are questions that everybody asks each other all the time. And if you like my tastes, which I'm a Karate Kid, Great Escape, I'm saying Karate Kid because that's kind of my favorite movie, and then The Great Escape is an older movie. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Tron as a video game because I grew up with that. Joust. I didn't like Tron the movie, to be honest with you. I just didn't get it. I'm a Disney guy. I'm a 80s music guy. I'm a Beatles guy. I'm a Tupac guy. I'm a there's a lot of the different eclectic things that have gone into making what my mind loves. And I'm just presenting that to you. If you like it, cool. If you don't, then cool too. So that's kind of how I feel about it. It's kind of like I'm just trying to present. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to present to you with some things that, oh man, he quick pitched me, and it's gonna. Oh, they gave it to me fair. So that's who this is coming from. Oh, he's gonna get thrown out at home. That's who this is coming from. So basically, I hope that those influences are influences that you enjoy as well. If you're a person who says, I hate the Beatles, I can still be cool with you, but you can't hate the Beatles. Come on, there's at least 1 or 2 songs that you've heard of that you like. I mean, before I met my wife, she didn't know that the Beatles sung a lot of the hits that they did. she didn't realize that. And then when I said it to her, she's like, "Oh, no, I do like the Beatles." It's not that she didn't like the Beatles, it's she didn't know, she wasn't aware of who the Beatles were, like who like the stamp on that group, who they were. Nowadays it'd be funny to hear somebody, talk about a group like the Beatles, because you would think that was like 7 or 8 different groups with the amount of hits that they had over the years. Nowadays, that's what happens, is you have 7 or 8 different groups that are putting out the hits. So, okay, let's see. Is it Posey going to get a sack fly here? Oh, come on. See, that kind of upsets me when he doesn't catch that. I would rather him catch that, to be honest with you. That would have legitimately, oh, come on. See, that's something that I don't like. That would have been in the upper deck at Candlestick Park. Come on, Clark. Oh, good job. He tried to come in on you. Shacho's ERA is climbing. Shacho's being a little nitpicky here, trying to hit the corner. Ooh, he hit the corner there. Okay, but his fastball is in the 60s, so it shouldn't be too difficult to time. Base hit for Clark. Went from a bomb, though, to a single. Would have rather had the 2-run jack. So, second shot, if you didn't know, or you wouldn't, because I haven't talked about this yet, but the second shot actually did sting a little bit. It had a little pinch. First shot, no sting, no pinch. I was excited for the second shot because I'd never experienced a shot in my life where the needle felt so not there, like so thin, so, So I was really, really excited for the second shot because I was like, oh, I'm going to get to do a second shot, and I know for a fact going in it's not going to hurt. Well, didn't turn out exactly that way. It did have a little sting to it, a little bit of a sting. But other than that, that was all. I mean, it was just a quick little sting, more of a, because the first one, again, I wasn't aware. I couldn't even tell that it was put in. I immediately kind of started talking to her about things, and she said, "Oh, you're all done." And I was like, "What?" But this one, I could tell when she did it, and I could feel the sting. But we did talk a little bit, and she was cool, so that was fine too. 19-0. This is getting a little out of hand. I was trying not to do this, but I can't. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lay down a bunt because it wouldn't be fair to that player. That player, they have to be out, like, legitimately. Oh, man. So I'm going to probably play maybe one more game after this. I mean, this one's going a little long, obviously, but I can't sit them down. I can't just, if they get me, they get me. Oh, man. I'm upset when they don't get me on normal hits. Like, if I played the American Dreams, some of these would already be outs, but I'm playing these guys, so that's what happens. I will not take extra bases right now. I'm going to try to really, really dumb this down. But see, I don't want Clark to make an out here either. See what I'm saying? Because right now this is Clark. This is Will Clark. Not Jack, but Will. So the second shot had a little bit of sting to it. I did, okay. All right. Well, that was a legit out. He hit it hard, got the out. I did not feel too much of a difference when it came to the after effects. Pretty much identical to the first one, which was soreness in the arm, a little bit of heat in that same area because of a little bit of inflammation and hardness. No discoloration, no effects on any other part of the body either. That'll do it for this game. One hitter. 20-0. Okay, let's get past this one. Want to get this done in the next 15 14 minutes. We'll play one more. We'll go Lovely Ladies. I'll try and get this one done fast. The overall experience that has gone on over the last, year has led me to, understand that my instincts generally are correct. I should trust them. I shouldn't give in to them, because I always am going to evaluate, which I think is important for others to understand who are around me and who are searching or seeking any counseling, is that I don't just instinct it and not think about it. I instinct it with thought behind it, because I think that's important too. You don't want to just do everything on instinct. But I will say that I generally have thought about it very, very, very thoroughly before I make the decision anyway. Like it's something that I've thought about in the past. It's just like my process that I have with coaching and teaching is that I don't coach or teach my players or students for the perfect situation. Meaning I don't, let's get a granny here. Meaning I don't work my kids out or my players out in an environment that is going to be perfect for them, because that's not going to happen in the real game or real world. I always put them in a position where it's a little bit difficult for them. Maybe when I'm training some of my basketball players, when they're going up for a shot, I'll give them a little bump, when they're shooting, to throw them off a little bit. Not to where they fall, but to where it just gives them a little bit of a change in their in how they see the hoop. We train with this elastic band where I have them shoot, and I pull on their hip when they're going to shoot. And that is specifically, to make it uncomfortable for them. And that little bit of, resistance and that little bit of uncomfortableness is what is needed, because the reaction during the game, oh my gosh, what an awful at bat. The reaction during the game needs to be the same. It can't be, oh, there's somebody guarding me now. Wow, that's different. It shouldn't be that way. It should be normal to feel as though you have some resistance and that you're ready to fight that and react to that. And that's why I think that I have that inside, because I try to think things out ahead of time, and that's what we do in baseball as fielders generally, is as an ADHD child and ADHD adult, but ADHD definitely child who really had a tough time concentrating just in any kind of normal situation. Being in the field was very difficult for me when I was really young, being especially in the outfield. It was okay in the infield because there was more often a chance for you to get a ball hit to you. But in the outfield, when I was playing center field, or I don't think I ever played right field, no balls ever came out there, so I didn't usually get put out in right field. But center field I played a few times, and it was a little difficult for me to focus out there, kind of to take everything and know that there's something going to happen, especially when I was really young. As I got older, I started to do the same things I did in the infield, which is I would start to think about all of the things that could possibly happen in this inning or in this at bat as a fielder. If the ball's hit short, what am I going to do? Am I going to go in? And then after a while, it obviously gets to be a second nature thing. And then it's just natural to do those things. But it's kind of like that muscle memory test early on is just telling yourself beforehand, okay, if it's up here, do this. If it's over here, do that. And that's just teaching reaction. And that's what I do in real life. I got it from, kind of beforehand thinking about what I'm supposed to do or can do, and understanding that the reaction that you have is usually the right one if you think it through ahead of time. I mean, it's muscle memory. So my reaction to this entire last year has been justified in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm not saying that I was perfectly right in every single thing I thought. Obviously, there were some wool pulled over the eyes in a lot of cases of certain things. But generally speaking, in the grand scheme of things, the patience needed during this last year wasn't taken as seriously to some people as it should have been. The patience should have been the first, I'm not going to say virtue, but the first thing on everybody's mind should have been, how are we going to, as a society, have the patience to slow everything down to a point that is completely foreign to us, and to not be able to be in control for the first time in a lot of people's lives. And what I mean by be in control is that, any of the things that we've been doing over the last year that have been changes, they are seen as, to some people, as controlling mechanisms, okay? Ways to control, ways to do this, ways to do that. I get it in some minds that definitely could be the case. I don't dispute people for believing that side of things. I'm one who didn't see my liberties taken away as much as others. So, of course, there's people out there that went to bars all the time, went to clubs all the time, went to places all the time, and now a lot of those things were taken away, and it looks like, oh, that's not, we're trying to be controlled. Maybe it's possible, but if it doesn't affect you, is it then? That's my question, I guess, is it really controlling if it doesn't affect everybody? I don't know. It's an interesting idea to think that the person who already is not really doing much in their life feels more free than somebody who actually is doing a lot more things. I don't know. It's an interesting ideal to have. But again, I didn't see a huge change in my particular sphere, with the exception, obviously, of the teaching in person aspect of my job, and obviously the coaching aspect. Those are two things that have been extremely difficult changes that have gone on over the last year. But from the beginning, again, I'm not trying to say that I was right or whatever, but I already thought all this stuff was going to be around this time, maybe even a couple, I won't talk about any of the delays and stuff like that, but I assumed that this year we were going to be going back to normal. It wasn't going to be late last year. It wasn't going to be April of last year like some people said. I knew it was going to be sometime this year that we were going to be going back to normal. So none of this is news to me. None of this is a surprise. And I knew that I was going to have to put myself in a position all this time to what's that? There we go. I was going to have to put myself in a position at some point to sorry, I had the computer go off. I was going to have to put myself in a position at some point to, man, I just gave up. I didn't even press the pause button. Did I just give up? I did. Dang it. I should have scored that run. I wasn't going to put myself in a position to overly... I knew, okay, this is the thing I think that was different. I should have came in with the left fielder. This is the thing I think was different. They call that fair? Okay, we'll get a double play then. When we all closed up March of last year, there were people out there that believed deep down that it was a very, very temporary thing. I did not believe that. There were people that were not prepared at all for the emotional devastation that this was going to cause, because a lot of people ran from it. A lot of people put it off, kicked the can down the road, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's going to score the run. Whatever you want to call it, it was done. We put our emotions on lease, basically. We didn't buy them. We put them on lease. We said, you know what? I don't like what's going on right now. And, I don't know. Some people didn't believe it. Whatever it is, there wasn't a true defining acceptance that we were going to have to put ourselves in a different we got thrown out at the plate. Wow. We were going to have to put ourselves in a different place for a while. And I knew that. So I was accepting of that. And I don't have any negative emotions about that part, because I believe that we made I as a human being made the right decision to make the changes that needed to be made, to do things online, to not force issues, and I'm thankful that I made those decisions. Obviously, I'm thankful that everything is going the kind of the way it hopefully it will. Oh my gosh. And if I have any side effects, I'm going to definitely let everybody know about them. That's what a transparent person does. And that's kind of why I'm here. I'm reviewing right now the Pfizer shot. And right now, my arm is fine. I have the Band-Aid on it right there. And I'm good. And I feel good. I went to bed at 3 in the morning. I wasn't tired, especially from it. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to have gotten it. And I hope that those of you who do have the opportunity to get it, you get yours as well. We're going to fire E1 real quick. We'll be done. Fire and then hire a new guy. And then we'll be done for today. Again, I just hope that everyone out there who wants to be functioning in society and do the things that that certain places are going to ask of you, if you are someone who can get the shot, I am one. Obviously, I'm not telling you to have to get it, but it's not an issue. I haven't had a flu vaccine in, I don't even remember the last time I got a flu vaccine. It was probably probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I don't remember the last time I got a flu vaccine. This was a vaccine that I decided that, this is a little different than what's going on a normal basis. And if I get the flu, that's something that they know about right now. this particular thing, there's a lot of things that, they don't know about. So if you get this, there's a possibility that something else might happen in the future. So I have to keep that into account. Now, obviously, it could be that if you take the vaccine 20 years from now, something can happen too. But you know what? I'm just the type of person that is a trusting individual. I'm a pacifist. I'm somebody who really cares about, what's the world around me. And I believe that it's important to actually make sure that I do the things in this society that are progressing us forward. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you all for joining me live and also after the fact. Hopefully you enjoyed the new features that we have. Obviously, we've got our logo here. We're going to be doing our first donut review coming up most likely next week. We're going to be filming. I've been just trying to get everything together with the new equipment and the new setup and trying to get everything finalized. Please, if you have any suggestions, please make me aware of them. I'll definitely do more to make the channel and the show better. So thanks again for joining me, and you have a good rest of today, and I hope to see you tomorrow.